If you're a good woman, then surely no man would ever want to leave you. And even your ex or your past flame should be queuing up to get another chance with you when they realize how good of a woman you actually were. Well, sometimes we can give the right love to the wrong person, and so they have no choice but to vacate. That might not make sense right now, but by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what I mean. We're going to go through some very honest reasons why men sometimes leave good women. Before we get into that, my Claim Your Man program is now open. In this program, I guide you through step-by-step how to get commitment from that guy you're interested in. So if you're ready to level up your love life and stop wasting your time, enroll in the link below. So the first reason why men might leave a good woman is he doesn't want to waste her time. He may very clearly see you as wife material, but maybe he's not ready to settle down yet. And in a weird way, if he's a half-decent guy and he knows that's what you want, and he doesn't want that right now, he will leave you alone. He should leave you alone. But a guy who is more selfish will lead you on in order to have his fill until he gets bored. And that's exactly the kind of guy that we want to stay away from. This next reason is more of a self-reflection on maybe how the relationship was going or could have been going. And this is going to be unpopular, but it does sometimes happen. A reason why a guy may leave a good woman is because he doesn't feel like the alpha with her. Guys like to feel like the man. They like to feel like the alpha. But the truth is, 90% of guys just aren't that. They're not. And that's okay. Not everyone can be the alpha. That's the point. But the woman who can make the average guy feel like the alpha within the relationship is the woman that he's going to stay for and crave. And it's the woman that he will always come back to. Now, don't get me wrong. If a guy doesn't feel like an alpha with you, is that your fault? No, I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying if that's the dynamic of the relationship, for some guys, maybe that's not what they want. So it's annoying because you can have these great women who have all these amazing qualities about themselves, but in a relationship, she may be consistently testing to see how alpha he is. When instead, what might work better is her encouraging him to be, and make him feel like the man. Because even if he's not seen as the man by other people, he definitely wants to be seen as that by the woman that he chooses. Yeah, the male ego is a thing. That's why when we sometimes see a man who most women would agree he's quite a desirable guy, and they see him with a woman that they wouldn't have expected him to be with, some girls might look at the woman and think, oh, how did she get him? Well, a big reason why he may have chosen her is because she is really good at making him feel like the man, regardless on whether she's on his level or not. Because here's the thing, even if she's the one who actually runs and leads the relationship, she will make him think that it's him. That's the genius behind it. When it's like dropping the handkerchief in the old days? In the old days, you have a bunch of women maybe sitting in a coffee shop and then a guy walks in and she's like, oh, I really like the look of him. And as he walks past, she'll drop the handkerchief and then he'll see it. And because he's a gentleman, he'll pick it up and go, hey, you dropped your handkerchief. And then they will start a conversation. Next thing you know, they're married with kids. And then, when they're telling the story to friends, for him, he's just like, oh, wow, yeah, I just picked up the handkerchief and, there she was. And I went and talked to her. When in actual fact, she chose him. Because look, as a woman, you're very emotionally smart and capable. And the trick is to make your man feel good while guiding him to do the things that you want him to do. And I think sometimes we can focus so much on asking our partner to do the things we want them to do, when in actual fact, if we focus on making them feel the way they want to feel when they're around us, then they will naturally want to do the things that make us happy. Because when our partner makes us feel good, we want to make them feel good. Now, let me just say this isn't me saying that you are responsible for him feeling good in the relationship. Everyone's responsible for their own emotions, right? But people go where they feel loved and appreciated. So it's only in your own interest to make him feel that way. Another reason that men leave good women is he feels he can't afford her. He's got it in his head about the life you want, the lifestyle that you would like, ideally. Now, if he's thinking, okay, I actually can't afford right now to give her the lifestyle she wants, then maybe he doesn't feel that he is good enough. Look, if you're a very virtuous and moral person, you choose what's right, not what's easy. You hold yourself accountable, but you also hold others around you accountable. You have standards, but you're fair. And for some people, being with someone like that can be a constant reminder that they are not being the best version of themselves, that they are not improving and growing in themselves the way that maybe they would ideally like to. That maybe some choices they made weren't the right ones, and they've never had to come to terms with it. They've never had to face that head on until maybe being with you. So it's crazy because the irony is they feel bad being around someone who is good. It makes them feel guilty about themselves. Now, I just want to make this clear. It is not your job to make someone else feel better about themselves about the wrong decisions and choices that they've made. And ordinarily, you would think that, okay, well, if somebody is around someone who is doing things that they want to be doing, then that would inspire them to improve on themselves. But sometimes when people don't want to do the work, they run. They run away from accountability and they run away from anything that would reflect what their weaknesses are. This has nothing to do with you and has everything to do with them. They're either not ready for you or they're not ready for the level of connection and standard of a relationship that you are here to have. If you're looking for a guy who spices up your love life, make sure you subscribe to this wonderful tribe. And as always, keep it slick.